Let's go. Let's go. All righty. Welcome everybody to our Thursday training, patching training. My name is Julian with LifeWave, a team continuum. I am a presidential director, and but I'm also known as the Patch Angel. I've earned that name, folks. I hope you guys get to earn your nicknames as I have as well. It's always fun, isn't it? Okay, so today we are going to go over patching training 101, which we consider to be common sense training. Okay, just to get started, we all know that our LifeWave patches is phototherapy. It falls right in line with the definition of what phototherapy is. And LifeWave patch technology is breakthrough health technology that enhances our natural ability to heal itself. So let's go ahead and get started with the LifeWave disclaimer. We are not a medical company. We are not a medical product. We don't claim to cure or heal anyone. Your body does have the natural ability to do so. All we're doing is just supporting your body's natural ability to be able to heal itself. If you are under the care of a doctor and you feel the need to get their permission, please go ahead and do so. But I can promise you there is nothing entering the body. So I hope after listening to my conversation today that you will be able to make your own choices in being able to heal your own self, because we are created to be able to do that. So what is phototherapy? Phototherapy is known as light therapy. We know that there are specific light frequencies that causes specific changes within our own body, right? So LifeWave technology is a very, very advanced form of phototherapy that utilizes non-transdermal patch delivery system that is composed of organic crystals. And when it's exposed to our body heat, it emits specific wavelengths of light that activates particular nerve and skin points on the human body. LifeWave patches begin to work immediately upon placement, and it is a very, very unique health technology phototherapy product. And we're the only company in the world that uses the human body heat as its own power source. There's absolutely no batteries or electronics. And so what is in the patches? It is a combination of amino acid, water, stabilized oxygen, and natural organic compounds. It is made up of 100% natural ingredients. There is no chemicals of any type whatsoever. And it starts to activate immediately once it touches the skin or placing even over our clothing. And there is absolutely no side effects because LifeWave patches are non-transdermal, which means nothing enters into your body. So essentially, bottom line is, it works with your body heat, and as far as the side effects are concerned, to me, side effect occurs when your body is rejecting something. Okay, but when there's nothing entering the body, what is there to reject, right? So as far as I'm concerned, there's only side benefits when you use our patch products. There is no side effects. So the first patch that David had invented is the energy enhancer. When he invented this, oh gosh, in the year 2000, 2004, 2000, yes, in the year 2000, for the Department of Defense and Navy SEALs. And energy is absolutely amazing. It works with your body heat, and what it does is, as you can see in the pictures, placement is white right, tan left, white right, tan left. And what does it do? It actually opens up all the blockages in the body and supports our positive, negative in the body, as well as increasing your athletic performance, your stamina and strength. I gotta tell you guys, everybody needs that little extra energy, right? And on days when I know that I'm going to have a long, hard day, I put on at least one, sometimes even two sets of energy patches, because we do have what we call the Supergirl protocol. Supergirl, because I'm a girl. If you're a man, it's Superman protocol. And you will be able to go all day long to do whatever it is that you're doing without feeling like you're dying. So I love our energy patches for giving me that extra energy and strength, and I mean really strength, to be able to do extras. But when you place it on your forehead, it might actually give you more focus too, in by the temples, or by behind your ear. When my kids were younger and they were studying for their tests, I used to place the energy patches behind their ears and put an eon patch, which we're going to discuss later, eon patch on the forehead, and they'll be able to study for a longer period. And it also accelerates metabolism, and it works by converting fat into natural source of energy. But for me, aside from the placements that's on the pictures right here, what seems to work really, really well for me, write it down if you want to. Uh, Bottom of the feet, kidney 1 point, and kidney 27 points works really, really well for me. And also on the kidneys itself, okay, energy patches work really well for me. And also right over here, okay, right over here, I don't know what point this is, but below the shoulder, like the middle point of the shoulder and the elbow, I put a set of energy there, and it just works really well for me. Just try out different placements. You're gonna find a point that works really, really better for you than what's on the pictures. Okay, so play with it, please. So the next patch is Silent Night. Silent Night works by, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Go back. Okay, Silent Nights works by producing melatonin in your brain. And melatonin is a very, very powerful antioxidant for men's prostate health as well. So what does it do? It increases the quality of sleep by putting your body into that deep delta sleep, and it reduces snoring. Oh my goodness, does it reduce snoring? So we have, a lot of people, including myself. I sleep. I make sure I sleep, and my partner Sergio, we make sure that we're always sleeping with the Silent Nights, because number one, we want to ensure quality sleep, but really we both snore, so we're actually able to sleep through each other snoring. Huh? Who has a loved one in your life that's actually that's sleeping, but you can hear them all night long? When you're tired, you sometimes want to hit them in the middle of the night, right? And what did I used to do? I used to kick and wake them up in the middle of the night, so that within that few seconds of them waking up, I'm trying to fall asleep. Well, we don't have to do that anymore. So what I love also is when we're able to reduce jet lag. There was a time when our team went to Denmark for our international convention with LifeWave, and 9 hours going, 9 hours coming. I put Silent Night on my forehead and Eon on my temple, and I slept the whole way. I'm not even playing. I slept the whole way. Nikki and Larry actually slept about 6 hours, but I was able to sleep the whole way going and coming. So it was absolutely incredible experience. And of course, because we slept well on the plane, there was no jet lag. But even if you are not able to sleep on the plane, just the fact that you're getting that quality sleep, the time difference, you're going to be able to recover much, much faster. Okay. And that's what I absolutely love about it. So I always travel with the Silent Night patches, because sometimes, when you're sleeping in a different bed, some people get really sensitive and they're not able to sleep. So if you are sensitive and have a sensitivity to traveling and sleeping in different beds, then and where you can't sleep, then make sure that you travel with the Silent Night patches. And it's also clinically proven that it increases the quality of sleep by 66%. So there you go. There are some waves of sleep patterns. We want to reach that delta status, and that's where we're going to be with our Silent Night patches. So Ice Wave. Next is Ice Wave. Who do we know in our lives that have pain and that are suffering from pain, but they really are trying to get away from even trying to use the over the counters? The over the counters, I don't know if you guys know, but even FDA has warned the over the counters that it could cause heart attacks and strokes, stomach ulcers. Oh my gosh, over the counters can do that. So if at all possible, I do not use any over-the-counters, especially for pain, because obviously with the discovery of the LifeWave patches, it is completely unnecessary. So with the IceWave patches, we can patch old pain, new pain, whole body pain, or any specific local pain. We can patch any kind of pain. And typically, with a lot of experience, like myself, Nikki, and Larry, 8, 9 out of 10 times, we're able to start reducing pain within seconds to minutes. But most people, even the brand newbies, are able to start reducing pain by at least 50% of the time within the first few minutes. I mean, doesn't that feel incredible, to be able to change somebody's life within seconds to minutes? Well, with our IceWave patches, we're able to do that. So IceWave comes in with two patches, white patch and a brown patch. White patch is the positive patch. Brown patch is the negative patch. Now, with the energy patches, it always has to be typically white right, tan left, unless your body's energy frequency signal has been reversed. Okay, so that in that case you can go and reverse it. But with the IceWave, you don't have to follow that protocol, white right, tan left. You could actually put the brown patch in any part of the body that has the pain. And then the white patch will start out at about 12 o'clock point, about 2-3 inches above the brown patch. But now, before we start patching for pain, we like to ask the questions, to the person that we're patching. How long have they had the pain? What have they done for the pain? So where did it come from? Okay, we like to ask all of those questions. And the only reason we want to ask them the question is to remind them of what they've been doing and how long they've been suffering from it. Okay, we technically do not need to know how long they've had the pain, because if it's going to work, regardless of how long they had the pain or what they've been doing, it's going to work anyway. But we want them to remember, because we are doing a demo here to show them that this incredible technology that where it doesn't have to stick on the skin directly is actually working, right? So we want them to remember what they've been doing, so that anytime there's any reduction in pain, how incredible is it? How amazing is it, right? So we always like to start out at level 10. Level 10, where they are is the level 10 right now. And so the first placement is the brown patch on the point of the pain, and then the white patch at 12 o'clock. And move it around. After you ask the question, okay, so you're at 10, where are you now? You ask, and they may or may not say, hey, there's any reduction in pain. Okay, then let's go ahead and move it around to 3 o'clock. Only the white patch moves to 3 o'clock. And then ask the question again. Okay, so you were at 10, where are you now? You know what? I'm down to 7. Fantastic. What is that? That is 30% reduction within seconds to minutes, right? There is nothing else out there that's completely non-transdermal, where nothing enters the body, that's going to give them this kind of reduction other than our patches. The next thing is move it to 6 o'clock. Where are you? You were at 7. Where are you now? You know what? I'm down to 6. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and move it around to 9 o'clock. Where are you now? You know what? I'm actually down to 5. Fabulous. 50%. So this is where, as a business partner, brand partners on the call, this is where we get to close the business. Typically, when we do demos for pain reduction, we stop at 50% and we let them know, hey, if you want to reduce any more pain, why don't you go ahead and pay at this cost, and you'll be able to experience it for the rest of the day and see where it goes. The longer you wear it, the more effective it is, which it is, right? So we stop at 50%. However, if it's your mom or dad who gave you birth and fed you and raised you for a long period of time, they certainly deserve not to pay for pain reduction. And if it was me, if it's my mom and dad, then I would go ahead and reduce it further and ask them, hey, and work on it one more time to reduce it down to as close to zero as possible. Okay. Technically, for business purposes, we stop at 50% only because we've had a lot of experiences where we worked very hard to reduce it down to zero, and guess what? They don't come back. So since we're in business, this is where we close the sale at 50%. Okay. Now, this is for a very local pain. We can also patch for headaches. All right. Headaches is a little bit different. You use one set of LifeWave starting at the stomach, not the stomach point, at the intestine point. This is large intestine 4 point. Oh, I don't have patches today. Okay, so this is large intestine 4 point. For whatever reason, there's a saying that your intestine is your second brain. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But for the most part, I want to say at least the 50 to 60% of the time, when we start out with patching here at the large intestine 4 point, they start feeling the reduction of the headaches right away. Crazy, right? But again, you're asking the question, where's the pain level? Start at 10 and start asking the questions, and as it goes down, you move it to step 2 point, which is above your wrist. And in fact, you're not using 2 sets of patches, you're using the same. Okay, so you're moving from the hand to the wrist, above the wrist area, and you ask the question again, where are you now? Okay, and then move it to the shoulder. Where's your pain now? Up to the neck. Where's your pain now? Up to the temple, all the way up to the head point. If they haven't reached up to 50% at this point, you can actually do that cycle 1, 2 more times. Typically, when you do it a couple of more times, there is a further reduction in pain. But again, once they reach that 50% point, close the sale. Okay. And some people have whole body pain. Whenever there is more than 2 points of pain, we would actually use the whole body pain protocol. At this point in time, we're using 2 sets of LifeWave. 2 sets of LifeWave, and we always start out with bottom of the feet, which is the kidney 1 point. David Schmidt, inventor and CEO of our company, always starts out with LifeWave at the bottom of the feet. Okay, so now depending on where you are, if you are doing this as a demo, what I would do is carry a little small plastic baggie, and if you want to go ahead and do this at the bottom of the feet, just put it in the plastic baggie first, use tape, and then put it on at the bottom of the feet, because once it touches somebody's feet, yeah, you don't want that back, right? So unless you're gifting it to them, if you're just doing this as a demo, then use a little baggie, put it inside the baggie. So leave 1 set at the bottom of the feet, and the second set would be on the heart 3 point. Okay, this is on the inner wrist area, where the end of the elbow butt crack over here, that would be the heart 3 point. So these 2 points, when you put the LifeWave, 2 sets of LifeWave, 1 at the bottom of the feet and here, it works really well to reduce pain. In my case, I like to use the second set of LifeWave on the kidney 27 point. Kidney 1 and is the bottom of the feet, and kidney 27 is right by the collar. Okay, collar here, collarbone here, and then at the closing point over here is there might be a little soft spot over here. That's kidney 27 point. We kind of learn from experience. For whatever reason, if your kidney's in distress, pain doesn't reduce. Okay, so I like to use kidney 27 as the second point of a whole body pain protocol. Okay, and all again, maybe a third set directly on the kidney itself. In this particular case, since you're using right and left side of the body, you can go ahead and wipe right hand left protocol with LifeWave, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Okay, so just use discretion. try the white right hand left first, and then if you want to go in and switch it up, just test it out, see what happens. So this is where the playing with the patches come in, and it's a lot of fun to play with the patches. So who knows what glutathione is? Glutathione is absolutely incredible. If I'm gonna make a suggestion, if your doctor does not know what glutathione is, I personally would not use that doctor. I would, find a doctor that knows what glutathione is, because glutathione is the base of your health. It is the master antioxidant that your body naturally produces, and it's mostly produced by the liver. So what does it do? It detoxifies our body, it supports our immune system, and it even detoxes heavy metal out of our body, including mercury and aluminum. When mercury is detoxing from your body, is your urine can be reddish, and some people might feel kind of like just vomiting a little bit as the toxins are clearing out of their system. But at the same time, we actually had a situation when somebody has so much mercury in their teeth that their tongue actually swelled up and turned black. So apparently that's an indicator that your body has way too much mercury in the system. So that's just keep on the lookout for it. But are they side effects or are they side benefits? So be cognizant of how your body is reacting to something where nothing is entering. Okay, nothing is entering your body. So this is a stimulation of production of glutathione by up to 300% within 24 hours, and that's according to our studies. So you just go ahead and use the glutathione patch every day, because it will protect our body from pollution, radiation, and even infection. Okay, and there's 5 different placements that you can use that you rotate on a daily basis. Glutathione is one of those patches that we want to use every day. Okay. And now the second patch of the YH family is, we're asking the question, why does our body have to age so quickly? So carnosine is another protein that our body naturally produces, and is mostly found in the brain. And it protects our brain from actually forming plaque. Have you noticed that as we grow older, our brain is not working, like it used to, and we're very, very forgetful. And it gets to a point for some people where it is severe, forgetfulness, which becomes very, cumbersome, and also, troubling for the family even, right? So we don't want to go through that. But not only that, it actually, prevents our DNA from damaging, prematurely, and it transforms our old cells into younger and healthier cells. And because and if you're athletic, you're gonna want to use our, carnosine patch as part of the Superman protocol, because it prevents lactic acid buildup, Charlie horse. And it's not even just for athletes. As we grow older, our body has less circulation, and we just get crampy, especially in the middle of the night, right? I remember a funny story where Nikki, when she was sleeping, and she had a really long day, and she had her toes, her toes were starting to curl up, and she was too lazy. She didn't want to get up to grab a pack of carnosine patch, right? So what did she do? She remembered that she actually had a patch on her chest. So she pulled it off, stuck it on her toe, waited until it uncurled, and then put it back on her chest and rolled over and went back to sleep. That's how fast it works. It literally just takes a couple of minutes. And I remember when I had an issue while I was driving, my toe was curling up. I was like, oh, heck no. So you know what I did? I was driving in the middle of the freeway. How dangerous would it be, for me to actually try to, grab a patch out of the pack and all that. So, but at least it was all the patches I had in my purse was kind of like sticking out. So what I did was I grabbed a whole pack of carnosine, I threw it onto the floor of the car, I stepped on it. And once my toe uncurled and I got my feeling back, I picked it up with my toes and put it back in my bag. And it only took a couple of minutes to get my to get the pain out of my foot. So it was really, really fantastic. I never leave home without the patches. Okay. And personally, I recommend you never do it either, because people like Jane and Nikki, who are very athletically inclined and they love to do outdoorsy stuff. Well, people like that get injured a lot. I don't, but people like Jane and Nikki get injured a lot. So they really shouldn't be leaving home without the patches, because as soon as there's an impact to the body, we do want to start patching right away. Oh, by the way, I actually fell today because there was a uneven level on the sidewalk of a networking event that I was going to. So I literally landed on both my knees, but I already had patches on me. So the pain started reducing right away, which was absolutely amazing. I've been using the patches for 10.5 years, and it still amazes me on how fast our patches work. So anyway, so the pain started reducing right away. But then, I wanted to heal. So once I got into the networking event, and I grabbed all my patches and I put the patches around my knee. So I'll probably show you pictures in a couple of days, the before and afters on the healing process. But in the meantime, I have no pain on my knees whatsoever. And it could have been a bruise, but there's absolutely no bruising whatsoever right now. So that is my patch story of the day. Nikki and Jane, you should be proud that I actually finally have my own patching, pain reducing story, accident reducing story. Okay, so there we go. So the next patch is the Eon patch. Who do we know in our lives that does not have stress in our lives? Is anybody raising your hands? I see some let's see, I see some people here. And yeah, Larry's scratching his head because he doesn't know anybody that doesn't have any stress in his life. And Toru looks like he's thinking. Yeah. Nobody's got their hand raised. Okay, that means everybody we know has stress, including moi, me, right? So what do we do for it? The doctors will tell you, oh, reduce your stress because, stress can kill you, right? Because stress hormones can cause inflammation, and inflammation is the cause of all diseases, right? So they'll even give you pills for it. Wow, that's how serious it is, guys. So what do we do? What do we do as brand partners with LifeWave? We use the Eon Patch. It reduces stress hormones, which in turn decreases inflammation. And as the inflammation is reducing, it improves our cellular organ function. And it is absolutely wonderful for anti-aging, because have you seen your friend lately that has been suffering from a lot of stress in their lives? They age really, really fast. And right now I'm at 51. I'm not trying to look and feel like a typical 51-year-old. So you can help your friends and family by helping them reduce the stress, whatever it is that they're going through. If they're able to handle it better, they're going to say thank you, okay, for introducing our Eon Patch to improve their lives as well as their psyche and their skin health. SP6, it is hormone balance, folks. We are born with hormones, and we're gonna die with whatever hormones we got left. Honestly, I think even little babies, when they're throwing their tantrums, I think that's a hormone imbalance kicking in. And then what happens? Let's see, there is pre-puberty, and then there's the puberty, and then there's the post-puberty, and then there's pre-menopause, post-menopause, menopause. And just so you guys know, menopause is not just for women. It's got men right in there. Men have menopause too. Do you have a cranky old man in your life? Who has to deal with it, ladies? You do, right? So they're not the only ones that have to deal with your hot flashes. you have to deal with a cranky old man in their lives, and that's a hormone imbalance. So if you want to have a happier life as well as your husband having a happier life, make sure you're both patched up with the SP6 Complete, which balances out your hormones. Now, we do market it as an appetite control, not suppressant control, because you're still going to feel hungry, but more than likely you're not going to eat as much. Okay. And that's why that's the only reason why we actually do market it as a appetite control. But honestly, I think the whole balance of the hormone aspect is the more important part of using the SP6 Complete, and it's just absolutely fantastic. My children, my girls, as soon as they started, having the monthly visitors coming, I started patching them with the SP6. They were already using the glutathione patch, which kept them very healthy and not sick or picking up any of those cooties from school. But once those hormones started kicking in, I put them on the SP6 every other day, and I gotta tell you, this mommy was very, very happy, and so were they, because I didn't have to poke their eyeballs out when they start giving me those dirty looks. That is not a very good look for this mommy. So I went ahead and started patching them with SP6 Complete. And second month on, they didn't even realize that the monthly visitors were coming, because they didn't feel any different. So their only complaint was, "Mommy, I don't even know when my monthly visitors coming." And I said, "Well, better that than you having cramps and having a complete breakdown every month, right?" So they had to deal with the discomfort of not knowing when the monthly visitors were coming. So Alavida, I love Alavida. I sleep with Alavida and Silent Night almost every night. Alavida stimulates our pineal gland, which stimulates our collagen production. And as you know, collagen isn't just on our face. Collagen is the whole body structure. So, this particular patch stimulates our body's natural collagen production for our healthy bodies, as well as improving our skin. So we have a lot of patches that supports our anti-aging and health of our skin, right? So if we want to stay younger and healthier, it's not just on the inside. We also have daytime and nighttime serums that we use on our face on the outside as well. Our skin is the biggest organ of our body, but when we put on that, all the other lotions and potions and whatnot, we're actually poisoning our skin, right? In the very minimum, we actually have this wonderful all natural, almost 100% all natural daytime and nighttime serum that we can use for our face and at least for our hands. Okay. And that's what I use it for. And Nirvana, if you have somebody extremely moody in your life, this is the patch for them. We can stimulate endorphin production. And endorphin, it not only is endorphin a mood enhancer, if like earlier today, after I fell, pain started reducing right away. But also what I did was I threw it on a Nirvana, because Nirvana reduces pain as well. Endorphin can reduce pain as well. Endorphin is 60 times more powerful than morphine to reduce pain. Okay, so dual support, pain reduction, as well as mood enhancement. And I gotta tell you, we actually had a couple of young girls, the young ladies within in their early 20s that had severe mood swings, that within a couple of weeks time, their whole lives were changed. And as their whole lives were changing, the family's life and dynamic has also changed. Okay, so whose life can you change today? We have patch for that. Okay, and the granddaddy and the base foundation of all of our patches is our X39 stem cell patch. And how the X39 works is that it actually stimulates your body to produce and elevate the production of copper peptide, GHKCU. Okay, so we're the only company, and the X39 is the only product that can make that happen for you. So in the beauty industry, GHKCU is the secret. Okay, because it can actually reset your body and your genes to produce a younger and healthier stem cell. Isn't that what what so many people want? Because we know already that our body is aging way too quickly. Okay, our body's aging way too quickly. We are not aging at the speed that we were meant to meant to age on. So beauty industry is $500 billion industry. So those of you that are seeing the opportunity, especially with something where we have absolutely no competition whatsoever, like this stem cell production, we have $500 billion industry that we can penetrate into. I think there's the stem cell is so popular now. There's not too many people that hasn't at least heard of stem cell. Okay, so just go out there and start introducing it to everybody because they don't know anything else other than the injections, which is very expensive and has absolutely no guarantees whatsoever, could even have irreversible side effects. Okay, so what is the benefit of growing younger, folks? Benefit of growing younger is rapid pain relief. Do you remember when you were 5 years old, you fall down, you get right back up and you are running again? How would you like to be able to feel that way? Well, I actually kind of felt that today when I fell on my knees earlier, and my knees are kind of scabbed up. And yeah, there was an initial impact, but just the shock of knowing that the pain is starting to reduce right away instead of continuously throbbing out. It's actually kind of throbbing in. Is that weird? Okay, so my pain reduced very, very quickly. I feel like I'm 10 years old again when it comes to pain anyway. And reducing inflammation and increasing mental clarity, enhancing our sports performance, and increasing our energy and vitality, and of course looking younger. Those are just the nice side benefits of growing younger, which is what X39 allows us to do, because we're literally reversing and regenerating into a younger, healthier us. But have you noticed that a lot of the benefits of X39, we actually have patches that does specifically these functions. So what we highly recommend is for everybody to get started with the X39 as the base foundation patch. Okay, as the base foundation patch, and do it for at least month to 3 months. Now, if they're able to add more to it because they have something else to address, we have all the other patches that can support and enhance the effectiveness of X39. Vice versa, X39 enhances and it increases the effectiveness of all the other patches also. So me personally, I use at least 3 to 7 different patches on a daily basis, depending on how I'm feeling that day, because I don't want to go back to the way I used to feel 20 years ago, where I was size 9 and I used to weigh 132 pounds, which doesn't seem like much, but when you go from 97 pounds to 132 pounds, that's a third of a body weight gain. Ooh, I did not feel good. I did not feel good. I couldn't do anything. I got so tired all the time. And when I say tired, I'm talking about literally just taking my little kids to a play yard, which is only about half a block away. And I got so tired after pushing the car for half a block. Thank goodness they didn't know that 10 minutes was such a short time. I said, Mommy's too tired. We need to go back home. They complained, but I had to go back home. I couldn't handle it anymore. I really couldn't. So that was it was a huge pivotal moment for me, where I knew that I had to change my life, one way or another. But with the patches, it just makes it so easy. Everybody knows I have like one pair of tennis shoes that I just recently got. Before that, I didn't have any tennis shoes, guys. I didn't even know what it meant to actually have tennis shoes because I was never physical. But now with all the patches, I can be physical. I choose not to, but if I had to, I could still be physical and I could walk more than half a block and not be tired and have the quality and the energy that we all deserve to have so that we can enjoy the life that we're living right now. So the most recent of the the X series is the X49. This is our second stem cell patch. So you saw the benefits of what X39 does as a base foundation. So that's like the mother stem cell patch, and this is like the daughter stem cell patch. So the main benefits of X49 is that it actually increases your cardiovascular health. It increases your cognitive function, muscle recovery, fat loss, when it's used together with X39, and bone health. It's absolutely amazing also what the X39 can do individually, and X49 can also do individually. But if you put them together, you're going to be crazy surprised at the results that you're going to get when you use them together. Okay, so and this again, this is another stem cell patch. So guys, don't what is our life's goal? To stay healthy so that we could enjoy, right? And there's so many different tools out there. I have personally chosen the LifeWave patches as my tool because I've seen a lot of people in the past 10 and a half years that when we started using the LifeWave patches and got into LifeWave brand partnership, we've helped thousands and thousands of people who have tried many different types of health technologies, but really I have not seen anything that works as well as the LifeWave patch technology, because after using what they've been using, they still needed our health technology to support what they were doing. Does that make sense? So thank you very much for joining us here today. And just, remember, the quote here, price is what you pay, value is what you get. You go ahead and pay for whatever it is that you think is good for you. But if you don't use it, you're not going to get any value of it. So if you decide that you're going to get started with our LifeWave patches today, seriously, just just do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor and just focus on your health just for at least a month. Just give it a month. You'll be surprised at what your body is capable of healing from when you provide the right tool to make it happen for you. So thank you very much for joining us today. We do provide patching training every Thursdays. So today was on common sense patching, but every Thursday we do different types of training. So hopefully you'll join us next Thursday, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much. Have a good night.